Two important news caught my attention today. One was on AirAsia and Tata, and the other Bharti Airtel's case in the Supreme Court. Let us take a look and welcome back to Be Rich. We all know that the government has been very hungry for returns. The income tax the GST collections and direct tax collections have been paltry. At one hand, the government and the Prime Minister talk big of reforms and structural reforms. Here is a case where the government could have proved it is different, but shows that hunger for immediate revenue means that we punish corporates and investors. Airtel filed a claim for 923 crores of refund in GST. It was denied because input credit was not properly shown and proper sources were not given. This was a flimsy excuse. The minor corrections were made and Airtel asked for its 923 crores back. Any sensible government would have given that 923 crores back. The government refused to honor the claim and the matter went to the Delhi High Court. Delhi High Court ruled in favor of Airtel and ordered the government to pay 923 crores with interest. The government is so hard-pressed for revenue that it is not willing to forego 923 crores of money which it does not belong to itself. Instead, it went to the Supreme Court demanding for that money, saying that since originally the forms were incorrect, Airtel had to lose 923 crores. This is utter nonsense. Government is trying to rob Peter and pay Paul and is desperate for revenues. This on a day when the Prime Minister is asking global investors to come and invest in India, forming and allowing structural reforms. If you don't even want to pay the refund properly on time, then where is the question of structural reforms? A similar move by the then Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee in 2012 is famously known as the Vodafone tax issue, started the end of the telecom industry in India. From those blows, telecom industry has never recovered. This government has not learnt a lesson and is continuing to press on the same path. This demand for 923 crores is preposterous and it's high time the government returns this money. The second part of the story is a story between AirAsia and Tata. Tatas have two airline ventures. One is Vistara along with Singapore Airlines, which is a marquee brand and there has been no problem with that company. The other one, Ratan Tata, fascinated by Tony Fernandes, started AirAsia. AirAsia was always an iffy customer, but was considered very successful in Southeast Asia. And therefore, Tata's thought they would be able to run an airline business by being a minority partner. The AirAsia airline has had one problem with the other for a long time, and lots of issues with management corruption, and all those came to surface. Finally, Tata's took majority control of that airline. Then Tata's made an offer to Tony Fernandes to buy out his stake of 48%. He asked for the moon and the sky, and the negotiations faltered. This COVID pandemic has made sure that all that valuations is gone. An auditor in Malaysia has said that AirAsia was bankrupt even before the COVID pandemic. The COVID pandemic has made sure that all airports are shut and there is no air traffic even inside Malaysia or within Southeast Asia. This has meant that AirAsia is deep in trouble. Thus, it looks very clear Tata and Sons, along with a group of other financial investors, will be able to pick up that balanced AirAsia stock for a song. It's a lesson that a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. If Tony Fernandes had got cash 1 year back, he would have exited happily. Today, he'll be forced to exit at a big discount its valuations. COVID pandemic has created unlikely winners and losers in the aviation game. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, hit the like button, press the subscribe button in my channel and turn on the bell notification. If you want to buy my Kindle book, the link is given below. If you want a print copy, please send a message to my WhatsApp number and my team will get in touch with you. If you would like to meet me directly, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for supporting Be Rich.